Hello everyone, welcome back to clusterbmilkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet Mr. Chicken. Yes. Today we are going to talk about idealization with borderlines and narcissists. So I'm going to say the difference between the two. Borderlines, help me out. If there's something that you can add, something that needs correcting, or if you just have a different feeling, because I have different feelings too. Please add that, and I will talk about the narcissistic stuff. Any other narcissist or whatever, add to the group. And anybody who has dealt with this, of course, comment, y'all. We're family. Okay, so the idealization phase is an attempt to fill the void. Borderlines. You make me feel safe and seen. The person becomes a lifeline, not a partner. You're perfect. If you leave, I'll fall apart. And there's a desperate hunger for fusion. If I attach tightly enough, I'll finally be whole. Now, you guys will notice if you are being idealized by a borderline person, they are going to show massive amounts of anxiety and everything. If you leave, if you have boundaries and, need some space because, of them wanting to enmesh with you, okay? You'll know because they're coming after you, okay? Like the Terminator and John Connor, all right? For NPD, you elevate my status. You reflect my greatness. You make me feel admired. So I am with you because you're shining a light on me. You think I'm great. And yes, I will. The partner becomes a mirror, a tool for self-regulation. So, you're going to tell me who I am, and it better be fucking good, okay? I need that positive self-esteem boost from you. And, and hopefully it's not fake as fuck, but, I date other cluster Bs, so they could be, whatever. But I think I'm fucking cool. So, I'm going to mirror to you. I'm going to look at all of your good features, okay? Nothing negative. I am boosting up your self-worth by reflecting back to you who you already are, all right? And if you are feeling, low and shit like that, I'm going to try to make you feel positive. I don't want a fucking doom and gloomer in my life. Woe is me, I'm fucking depressed all the time. I don't want that shit. I need to have a positive mirror. If you're fucking depressed all the time and shit, and you're not blaming me, but it's still a reflection on me that I'm around this depressive. Now, I know that everybody goes through their thing. I'm just telling you how I think. Don't come at me. All right. So, where am I? There's a sense of if you're perfect and you love me, I must be special and worthy. So if you're put on a pedestal and there's a sense of if you're perfect and you love, then if you're putting me on a pedestal and you think that I'm fucking great, you think Mr. Chicken's great, my hat is great, my tits are great. You think everything's great, right? And, oh, you're doing such a good job and blah, praise, I'm so proud of you and la, 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 And then that is my life's blood. So, you're giving me a fucking blood transfusion. You're keeping me alive. I love the way that you, sexy time. I love the way how you look at me. I love, not just, shit with you, but, out in the world stuff, Oh, I love how you rescued that dog. It's just to boost my self-esteem. Okay. anyways, so if I'm perfect and I give off that illusion, my false self is giving off the illusion that I'm perfect, and you and deep down inside I have to be, okay? So it's not like, oh, I know I'm shit and I have to. No, I think I'm fucking great. Okay? Just nod. Okay. Anyway, so anyways, then if I'm also putting you on a pedestal and everything, making you, we're marrying each other, right? And we're just like, oh, who can get up higher? Who can get up higher? And then it's like, yes, I deserve to be with you because I put you up so high on the fucking mountaintop, that it's like, oh, Jesus Christ pose. All right. So number 2, idealization is not love. It's regulation. So if you guys are not into the cluster B type of love, then take off, okay? Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with our bullshit. You have to deal with our bullshit because we do not know what authentic love is. All right? So this fails. Duh. Okay, this feels like love, but it's not built on knowing the other person. Remember, people don't fall in love with you in fucking 24 hours, right? No. Love is gradual over time. It's getting to know each other and not just trauma dumping on each other, right away. Now, I tell you guys this, but I do what I want. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to ask you things, and I want you to trauma dump on me. I want to know everything. Because knowing everything is protective for me. It's my protection. I get to use it against you if you fuck with me, or I fuck with me. I'm going to use it against you, okay? All right. Projection. So this is built on projection. Seeing them as who you need them to be. So the narcissistic person borderline is going to, they're going to make you, they're writing the script for you. They're writing the script for you. This is who you have to be for me. Now, a narcissistic person is also going to direct the fucking show. Here's a script. Nope, you're fucking up. You're doing it wrong. Nope, you got to do this. You got to do, I'm not going to fucking love you anymore if you don't fucking act right. Right? Fantasy. Imagining they can rescue and complete you. So even rescue you from your fucking loneliness, rescue you from your boredom, rescue you from your brokenness. All the ugly things that a cluster B may tell in their head, it all goes quiet when their special person is in their life. Everything's more brighter, more joy. Our self-esteem is just out the fucking roof, man. We're just stoked to be alive. We feel dead all the time. And now it's like, I'm alive, Just go with it. I'm sweating to death. Jesus. Motherfucking California. I'm like an ice cream cone. Turn it into a milkshake. Okay. Control. If I idealize you, I don't have to feel my fear or shame. Meaning I'm bad, right? I'm bad. Also, fear, whenever we feel looking for a threat and everything, we feel fear that basically projection, we think you're going to fuck it up, or, which is us, if we're paranoid and everything, we're going to nitpick, pinpoint, things. We're going to think that you're doing shade or whatever, and you'll see it. It's a lot of hypervigilance, the shit that empaths say. I can feel your feeling. I can see. I know. Yeah, me too, fucko. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, if I don't have to feel bad about myself, especially if you're pumping me up by me pumping you up, We're the best on the planet. Nobody is better than us, and our love is special. Okay, now I've only felt like this a couple times in my life, not all of my relationships, okay, but so I can resonate with an N, not a G. Okay, all right. It's a coping mechanism, a survival strategy that temporarily soothes dysregulation. All right. This is why it's very addicting as well. And why, when things get all fucked up, and of course I have 1,000 videos on why that happens, but when everything goes south, that when a borderline is coming after you, blowing up your phone and this, that, and the other thing, or a narcissist is discarding you and taking off and wanting you to chase them because they have to feel safe in their mask of superiority. I don't need you, when we do, especially if you can make a narcissistic person react, and they're not just cold, just dead cold and dismissive, like with more psychopathic flavor and everything. That's a sign. Okay, if you can't make me do anything, I don't fucking care about you. I don't care about you unless the person is working on themselves and they're learning how not to react. Otherwise, if they have never worked on themselves and they're not reacting to your shit, they're pulling the strings to fuck with you. All right? So, why it falls apart so hard? When the partner sets a boundary, shows a flaw, doesn't perform the role anymore that was written for you. Okay? The person with BPD or MPD feels a narcissistic injury or an abandonment wound. This can flip idealization into devaluing your ass, like that, when we talk about the light switch going off. Okay? Because now the partner becomes a threat to their internal structure. I won't be around somebody who's making me feel like shit about myself. I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna punish you, or I'm gonna take off. If I'm really, the devaluation hasn't hit rock bottom, I am gonna have fucking feelings about it. Anger. Anger. And then I usually get sad, over time. Anger, sad, anger, right? But yeah, if you're dealing with a borderline person, they usually they can get distracted by a new partner, as long as they feel like if they idealize the new partner. Okay. I don't know. I don't do that. It's like, no, did I? Yeah, when I was devaluing somebody before, on my way out, I was idealizing somebody else too, but it was more calculated. It wasn't like, no, that's a lie too. No, I feel like I was fucking in love with them. But I targeted this person. So it's not like I just fell, it's like, no, I pushed myself, because I had to get out of one situation and get into another one. Okay. But fuck it. Anyways, let's go. The person with BPD, I already fucking said that. Okay. Number 4, what's really going on inside? BPD. If you stop loving me, it means that I am worthless and unlovable. Okay, yes, I have talked to many borderlines and I have seen this happen. Even borderline narcissistic people turning into psychopaths and wanting to destroy you, they still feel fucking worthless and empty. But it's not about you. Okay, this is their own emptiness, but they do need somebody to regulate their emotions. And unfortunately, they're attached to you. And they believe that it's you. And I have to talk to death and tell them, no, it could be fucking anybody who triggers you in the same way. It doesn't even have to be that person. It's just, you know, if you found somebody else that was fucking hot and sexy and had the same traits of this person in a different fucking body, you would want that person. It's all about the recreation of your childhood trauma in a fucking meat sack. Okay? So, for a narcissistic person, if you see I'm flawed, I'll be exposed as nothing special, and I can't survive that. Now with me, I never thought that there's nothing wrong with me, except for, you know, oh, does my hair look good? You know, I need bigger boobs. You know, shit like that. Stuff that's just, you know, vanity, you know, but the inside, okay? The inside. This is where I think my darker flavor comes along, because I never before felt shame. I still don't feel guilt. And there ain't no fucking remorse either. But I will have moments of, you know, oh shit, I'm bad. Because I'm trying to be better. So, you know, but that's new. And if I wasn't trying to be better, it's all you. It's all you. You made me do it. You know, I had to, you know, you made me, your mouth, you. Okay. So, where are we? So idealization isn't about the other person at all. It's about preserving a version of self that is tolerable to live with. So I really believe that other people, you know, nouns, person, people, places, and things, that they are distractions to what's going on inside of us. You know, do you hold value to me? What am I getting out of this relationship? You know, this is how I think, you know, if you bring me fucking joy and happiness and I feel like, you know, we're one. I've only felt that like twice in my life. You know, this is the soulmate can live without you, you know. But now, because, you know, people are learning, you know, being deviant, and that they can get their needs met if they're a liar, pants on fire, and fucking Pinocchio, you know, God, too bad your dick don't get long when you fucking lie. But anyways, it's like, you know, we're soulmate. Please, if somebody is doing that shit so quick and fast, red flag, okay? I mean, goddamn. No. All right. Final thoughts. Idealization is like putting someone on a pedestal because it is too terrifying to sit with on your own shaky ground. You know, you're building your relationship on sand as well. If you cannot see this person in the gray area, that they can have good and they can have bad moments. If you're like putting like, oh, you can do no wrong, you can do nothing. I feel like you know when you sing gospel at the fucking church and there's no rhyme or reason. It's just like, Jesus is so great, and you're just following the up and downs. Okay, that's how I feel when I sing these so stupid fucking songs. But, you know, you have to see that, you know, I want you to sit in that flaw that you see and not be grossed out and shit by them or whatever. Just be like, that's my person. You know, they're multifaceted. they're multifaceted. They're not just, they're going to have some little fuck up here and there. I mean, if you're going to go out with me, it's my hair is going to shed. I cuss. I'm dyslexic. I'm going to fuck up my words. I'm going to, make jokes at inappropriate times. I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of you, at times. But, we're going to have a good time. We're going to be fun together. Anyway, just, tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. All right. So, but pedestals are lonely places for both people. And when the fall comes, it's not because the other person failed. It's because no human can uphold the fantasy placed on them. Okay? If you say things to your borderline narcissist, antisocial, whatever the histrionic-y, fucky, whatever person, and you're trying to pinpoint these things out, or if you're going to say things like, you don't love me. You don't love me. You're just putting me in fantasy mode. I mean, why are you telling somebody who has a mental illness that, our relationship isn't going to work? You better be on your way out. Because if you're telling somebody, if you're devaluing the shit out of them, then you need to be out the door. Why am I going to stay with you if you're talking shit about me? Now, borderline might stay because they like the abuse. A narcissist likes to fight back when you are being abusive to them, even if they start it, it's sadomasochism type shit. But for me, whether or not that's in some internal thing, no, I get angry. I don't know if, the person that I was with when I was working on myself, trying to be chill, I don't think he appreciates it, because I'm a fucking terror, and I do it now, because who's there to grow with? No one. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Look at my sweaty. Namaste.